Hello, there's Patricia from Pinky's World, and this week we have got to make some Easter baskets. This is my last video before Easter. Easter's coming so quickly, so I thought I'd squeeze in a wee quick basket that I'm making for my grandsons at the minute. So we're going to use the Easter Bunny stamp set, but use any bunny that you had, printable or whatever. The ribbon that I've used, or twine I've used across the top, is called, where is this? This thing has so many names. Polka dot trim. That's what I've used. It's good and sturdy and great for holding the top of it. They're held together with wee brads at the side. They hold a right wee bit. As you can see, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 small, 1 big, and then 1 wee chocolate duck. And it's decorated at the front with the wee rabbit. I didn't come up with this tutorial. I saw this over on Instagram. A lovely German lady, couldn't pronounce her name if I tried. If anyone wants the link, let me know. She made it out of craft card and different size and all, so I thought I'd have a wee play and try and come up with it. And when I realised she used the lovely envelope punch board here, it made life easy instantly. So if you have one of these, get it out. That's what you're going to need. But it's a lovely wee thing. Just needs a sheet, 6 by 6, not even 6 by 6. 5 1/8 by 5 1/8 is all you need. Piece of DSP to make one of these. Really good. So if you have a lot to make, I have 4 to make, so I'm halfway there. But let's go and make one. It's really easy and it's nice, and you can change it up to your own taste as you go along. Don't add ribbon. Maybe wrap all your eggs in cellophane, tie them up with a bit of ribbon instead of having a handle. It's entirely up to you. But to make the main basket is what I'm going to show you now. And as I said, 5 1/8 by 5 1/8 of whatever chosen paper or card. If you want to go card, go ahead. Make it a wee bit sturdier, but these will do fine for me. What was I going to say there? Right, your first cut, if you're using your envelope punch board, slide your paper in and go to 1.5 inches, which is here. So that is our starting point. Make sure everything's butted right up. Punch your hole and score. And then you need to slide that up to 3 5/8, which is way up here. And just line it up, punch and score. And if you've used one of these before, you know the rule. You just keep spinning it around, line it up to the last score line that you made there, and punch and score. Slide it up to the next one, and punch and score. Oh, we're stuck. I haven't ruined you going in a second time. Ugh. Make sure and unblock yourself at the back there in case it gets clogged like mine just did. So spin it around again. We're just repeating this 4 times. Go and spinning it around. Punch and score. Slide up to the next line, as you can see. Well, you probably can't. You can see it a bit. Punch and score. That's your guide the whole way around for the 4 times. Really, these boards, I don't know why Stampin' Up did away with them. They're absolutely brilliant. Oh, stay in your lane, Mrs. Right, so that's the 4. We want to go in and use this part here that sort of rounds off your edges, which is a nice thing to have in your tool kit anyway. I have a wee mini one and it really doesn't give it that nice round, so I must start using this more. So that is us done with that. You can pop that away. Get rid of your bits and pieces. And then we're going to do a bit of scoring or burnishing ourselves. So there is a middle channel and both sections leading out to these points. These points are going to be your fold back ones. Decide which side you want to be your outside. My outside is here. So I'm folding in and just scoring there. This one is going to fold towards us, and that will be where our ribbon, etc. is attached. So do that all the way around. One in, one out. One in, out. Again, it was making me dizzy looking at it. So we're left with this nice shape. At this stage now, you want to trim off from this point to this point. You don't really need that section there, and I think it kind of makes it too bulky if you leave it in. So it's really simple. Just go from one corner to the other corner, and if you have gingham like I have, it'll give you a nice straight line. So just chop those off in the 4 places and just following the gingham across. So now we're left with this shape, and you need to get yourself a ruler and a pencil. And we want to be able to cut this to make our wee corners, but we don't need it all, and we don't want it all because it'll make it too wide and too wobbly. So you need to go in and measure from that point to that point, which will give you roughly 2 inches. So set your ruler where it's showing nicely and just slide it down a wee bit so that you can do your markings, and go in half an inch on one side and mark it, and go from 2 down to 1.5 and mark it. And you want to do that on all 4 triangles. So when you have that done, we're going to go to the 2 marks that we made. So we're going to cut from that mark down to the point. There's a point in there. You can see it comes to here. That is your point, and you're cutting from here down, from here down. And that gives you a nice wee neat finish for folding in your edges. If you're not overly happy about cutting without drawing a line, then just draw yourself a line from that point to the point. I'll show you what I mean. Your pencil, I have the pencil line here, and that's my point there. So just line them up. It's so hard to say, isn't it? Whoops. And that gives you a nice cutting line if you need it. That gingham's hard to look at, isn't it? Give you the head staggers. So if you fancy doing that, then go ahead, draw from point to your drawn point, and that'll keep you right. Otherwise, just chop away. It's not going to be a big catastrophe if you've cut too close or whatever. You can trim it as you go along if you see wee bits sticking out that you missed. So that's giving you your 4 wee tucks for joining it all up. Ooh, don't know what shape that was, a curved one. Crazy woman. Right, that's them all. So you can take your bone folder and give those a wee burnish so they're nice and neat. We're not going to stick these at the minute. We're going to go ahead and let's see wee bits that I would like to trim off here. Anything sticking out a wee bit, just chop it off. So we're left now with that we want to do our basket shape. So therefore we need handles, and these, I'm going to pick either those 2 or those 2 opposites. And you need yourself a 7-inch strip of your ribbon if you're going with ribbon. If you're not at this stage and you just want to wrap it on cellophane tape, fine, forget about this bit. But if you're going to use ribbon, I'm going to go with these small scissors. It's easy to separate. Well, it's not easy to separate, but if you cut it, it's easy to separate. And it gives you that wee fringed look, which is nice at this time of the year, isn't it? So I'm just cutting up about 1/2 inch through the lines of this ribbon, and that breaks the fibres in it, which gives you that nice wee fringed look. You can see it better now, can you? Like so. So I'm just doing that at both sides of that ribbon, about 1/2 inch up, and the lines are actually marked for you. You don't even need to take a chance. The lines are actually there, so just follow them. Use a small pair of snips or whatever you have that'll go in that easily. Separate it out so that you're happy, and that's your ribbon ready. So now we need a pokey tool and 2 brads. If you've good glue, that'll do it for you. Go ahead and use that. Line up your ribbon using the center point here. That will keep you straight, and you want to put a hole somewhere in the middle there. And pop a brad in. I have these wee brads for years, so I shall use them. Oops, pull it up, make sure it goes in the hole, and just stretch it out the back there. Of course, the only one I picked is one separate. There you are. So when you get that separated, give it a wee press with the back of your bone folder, and that gives it a lovely flat feel then. You want to turn around now, go to the other side, so make sure your ribbon's nice and straight coming along to here, and pull it in slightly. And make sure it's central again. Pop a hole in about the same distance as you did the other way. Another brad. Stick it in. So, pop that one through again, open up the legs. Oops, give them a wee press so they're flat. And now we want to add some dimensionals. So, I'm going to add one just below that brad on both sides. And then one on either side of the other empty ones. Just about in the middle of them. So this is now going to be your basket shape, believe it or not. Looks a bit crazy at the minute, but we're now ready to join these babies up. So set them up. You can see that when they cross over, we have like a wee V shape at the top. So make sure you don't put your glue right up to there. You want the glue just about here, up to just below that point. And I'm going to use this glue here. And depending on your paper, have a check before you stick it down on each corner as to which looks best. You know, does that cross over better, or does that? If it doesn't make any difference, then don't worry about it. But if you want the pattern to match or anything, then do that. So a wee bit of glue. Pull that over, and you're lining that line up with the edge of this line, so it gives you, oops, a nice wee sort of corner, a wee bit extra width. See what I mean? So we're going to do that on all 4 corners, trying to stay out of the road of this, and don't worry about anything else, just do your 4 corners. So that is the 4 corners all joined up, which gives you that lovely, like, wee baskety shape. Now it has widened it out for you, you know. So take your backing off your sticky bits and just press them down. And you can see that is causing you to have that lovely wee basket shape. And do the same with these sides. Isn't it really cute? It's a great idea of that, girls. So now we have our wee basket, and we want to add some chopped papers or shredded paper, whatever you can get your hands on, or just chopped up cellophane, chopped up whatever. And that will be ready for you to pop your eggs in. And then you just want to decorate it. So decide, you can buy lovely mini eggs and just turf them all in there. You can, these are ones I got B&M, Home Bargains, Pound, World, Poundland. These are only £1, so they're hollow eggs. And the smaller ones again were these ones, and then there's a packet with the wee chicks in it. So you have lots of variety out there. There's loads of them at the minute. And if it's just a wee treat along with their Easter egg, it's more than enough chocolate. So you want to, I've done the wee bunny, I've coloured them in with my blends and added a wee linen bow. and I've pulled it apart to make it all like nice and bushy. You don't want that hanging below your your bottom. You know, keep it all nice and flat so it's sitting nice and flat. And your handle should sway back and forward a wee bit because of the brads, which will make it easier for the child to get the Easter eggs out. So basically that is it. Just have fun filling it up, and bad angle to show you these up, but I can tip this one over. I think it's a cute wee article. You could stamp the eggs out of some coloured and put them on the back part if you want to decorate it up more. But either way, that's a great wee set, that Easter Bunny set. It's probably going to disappear this year with the new catalogue, so get your hands on it before it does. I love Easter bunnies at Easter time. It's just perfect. For my boys anyway, at the age they are. And I have a new wee one coming in May, so, and it's a little girl, so lots more pink stuff next year, hopefully. So that's me. I'll catch us all again soon. Hope you have a lovely Easter, and thanks for watching now. Bye.